What's up, family? What's up, Grind Tribe? Wifey and I are here together, sitting on the beach in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. We are from North Carolina, but we're down here visiting some family, some friends, having a good time. But if I bring any value to you, telling you exactly how I made this $10,000 on this deal, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Now let's get into it. So, how I made $10,000 wholesaling real estate. Well, let's talk about real quick what wholesaling is for you guys that don't know what it is. So wholesaling is basically controlling the property without ownership and then assigning your equitable interest in the deal to an end buyer. Sometimes it can be just a regular homeowner that's looking to buy a house. Most times for us wholesalers, it is other investors that are looking to buy properties that are profitable. Now, with that in mind, you're going to have to know your numbers. Now, I'll walk you through this deal real quick. This deal came in through our inbound marketing channel, meaning we do some SEO. We rank pretty high for a couple key phrases like sell my house fast for cash, we buy houses in our area. And this particular deal, a homeowner was looking to sell a home. Her husband had passed away, and she saw not only our business listing, she also was impressed by our rankings. So what reputation does for you, what your testimonials do for you, and having a 5-star rating tells people that you're just a trusted authority in your market. Most people do like to look at your reviews just to make sure that you're not someone wasting their time or trying to scam them or something. So anyway, this came in through our inbound marketing channel. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom brick ranch sitting on an acre in North Carolina. And we called her back. We had the conversation. We did gauge that there was motivation there, and then we started doing our due diligence. Now, of course, we always got to know what asking price our sellers want and make sure that asking price meets certain criteria to where we can make profit. In my case, I'm always looking to make at least $10,000 assigning my contract to an end buyer. And the way that I do that is by keeping a list of serious end buyers. Now, we get contacted by other investors and homeowners all the time because they see our marketing out there, and they'll say, hey, listen, I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. The market's kind of hot, which our market is here. And they know because we're getting off-market properties that there's a likelihood that we're able to find them something off-market that's affordable that they can buy and either make a profit from or turn into a nice home. In this case, it was a friend of ours, a good friend of Tammy's, as a matter of fact, who was really starting over in life. He really was looking for something, had a really hard time looking for something, finding something that met the criteria for him and his wife. His wife had some health challenges, so they needed something all on one level. So we thought about him, and it just so happens the timing was perfect. He was already pre-approved for the loan amount that we needed to sell this house for and make our profit margin on assigning the contract, and everything kind of fell into place. Now, let me tell you something, a couple challenges that came up here, and I wouldn't even really say challenges because if you're experienced enough to understand how to navigate different scenarios, you'll kind of know what solutions to apply to which problems. In this case, he was utilizing an FHA loan, in which case you will know with those you have to have a certain type of offer to purchase that goes to the escrow agent, like the T2 form that most of the brokers have, and as well as you have to bring a broker in. Unfortunately, my wifey wife is a real estate broker, so we're going to make other videos on how you as couples, investor and broker, can work together and do a lot more deals, but this is not the video for that. But in this case, it really worked out well because we were able to put all the components of the deal together. So we did our due diligence, we ran our comps, we made sure that this was going to be a profitable deal for us to be in, and then it worked out for our dear friend who was looking for something, a solution to a problem he had, and this house actually solved that problem. Now, we also solved the problem for the seller. As I said, her husband had recently passed away. She was looking to kind of downgrade a little bit and move out of that property that was sitting on an acre. So we were also solving the problem for her because we already had a buyer in place. Now, I was able to make I'll fast forward a little bit as to make this too long. I was able to solve a problem for her. And what worked out for me is that I only had to really walk through the house twice. I didn't have to touch anything, I didn't have to clean anything, I didn't move anything. And I just kind of plugged the pieces of the puzzle together. I was able to put my closing attorney in place because she's very experienced in closing the type of deals that I bring to her. That's something that we're going to get into in another video as well. Having the right team members on your team in order to execute on your real estate deals. But in this particular case, we were able to get all the contracts over to her. We're able to give her kind of instructions on how we needed the closing to go, the timelines, because the homeowner wanted to rent the house out for 30 days, which is something that my lovely broker helped me do. We constructed all the forms, put them all together so that the seller was able to stay in place in order to get everything out. Had enough time to do that, get everything out the property. The seller was okay with that because he needed time to get everything together in order to move. So basically put all the components in that together, got a closing date, got all the money there in escrow, and we closed. Now, what happens in a closing like this where I'm assigning my contract and how I make my money is that I basically assign my contract, which is my offer to purchase, to the seller, to a new buyer for a specific fee. And like I said, my fee is always at least $10,000. So I basically assigned my contract to the end buyer, which was a friend of ours, so that he could own this beautiful home, and it solved the problem from both the seller and the buyer and myself. Win, win, win. So that's it. That's all I got. Next, we'll kind of get into some of the tools that I use in order to find properties when it's not inbound and I'm just out driving around and I find properties. And then I just start the whole deal off from a different perspective. And I'm basically the one hunting the deals down, and I'm out actually doing outbound calling, looking for sellers in order to apply the same principle. That's all I got for now. Say bye, wifey.
Bye.
Later, y'all. We're gonna go enjoy some of this beach later.